Hey, Average Giant Dude here, and in this video we are going to have a look at how to create this text animation in Framer. If you don't know what Framer is, I suggest you learn about it. Framer is basically a no-code website designer with animations and everything. So let's dive into it, but before that, make sure to check out the source file that is in the description of this video. So if you want to follow along, it's the Framer source file. You can check it out. It's also called a remix file in Framer if you don't know that. So let's follow along. I've already set up this project here, as you can see. Let's preview this actually. So this is a video. This is some static text. What I want to do is add a animated text over here. So what I can do about that is add a text inside this stack. So if I go into the layers, as you can see that this is a stack. So I'm just gonna add some text in here saying, I don't know, 2x performance, cool. And I'm just gonna bring it down just like that. For the colors, I like to add a gradient. So go to linear gradient. I'm just gonna, for the first color, I'm just gonna give it a purple color. And for the second color, opacity would be 100 and the color would be something like this. And for the angle, I want to change it to something like this. That's it. I think so. It's a bit too dark. So what I want to do is do it something like this. Yeah, that's cool. So I need this text to be animated, right? What I can do is I can right click it and create it into a component. And as soon as I create a component, it's going to ask for a name. So I'm just going to name it as animated text and hit create, and it's going to create a variant of that component. So once a variant is created, it's not a stack by default. So what you need to do is press this plus button next to layout. That will add a stack to it. Make sure that this is aligned to the left, just like that. Now I need to add some text in here. So I'm just going to duplicate this a bunch of times. I've duplicated it 3 times. I can't see that because I have the overflow hidden. So it's just showing me the area of the variant itself. So what I need to do is make sure that it is visible so I can see all the content, even if it's overflowing outside. And make sure the width and height is set to fit content, not fixed. Make sure to set it to fit content. It's very important. Right, so what I need to do is make sure that all the text are as we want it. We might want to add a content variable for this. So what I need to do is for the first text, I'm just going to go in the content area, click plain text. I'm going to call this text1. I'm going to set it as titanium bill. So this is the first feature of our Apple product, first word that is going to be animated. Titanium bill, set it as text1. Oh, sorry, actually, it should be text1. Yeah, there you go. For the second one, I will like to add a second variable, create variable, plain text, set it to text2, and I'm going to call this 48 hours battery. Cool. Although Apple Watches don't have that long battery, but I'm going to set it to 48 hours battery. For the third text, I'm going to do the same thing. Go to content, plain text, variable, set it to text3, and I'm going to call this as 2x performance. That's fine. And I'm just going to set it to like that. And for the fourth one, basically, what I want to do is set it to the first text because it's going to be the duplicate of this text. So I'm just going to set it to text1. And it's automatically going to change to titanium build. For the ease, you might want to rename these so that you can understand what's going on. So this is the text1 copy. This is text3. This is text2. And this is text1. Cool. Now that we have our text ready, we need to align them and position them actually properly so that when we create variants, it can be animated properly. So what you need to do here is basically select all of these except the first one and set the position in the position section. Select the position to absolute and just move them down the first text just like that, where you can see these guidelines over here, and make sure that everything is center aligned, just like how it is center aligned. All the texts are perfectly in the center, just like that, and make sure that there is not enough space in there so that it's just perfectly aligned. Now, these are aligned perfectly. Now I need to create more variants for that. So make sure to select the variant 1, and you will see this add variant option. Click the add variant button, and now you want to see is that the text 1 is relative. So I want to change that to absolute so that I can move it around outside the bounding box of the variant. So I'm just going to drag it outside. And now in the previous variant, the text 1 was basically a relative, and other than text 1 were absolute. So in this case, we're going to make this one, the second one, a relative. It's going to fit automatically inside there, and we want to center align everything else perfectly how we want it. Just like that. It's center aligned. Make sure everything is perfectly center aligned. Yeah, I think so. That works. Yeah, there you go. Cool. Now the second variant is ready. Select the second variant, plus variant, and now it's the third variant. Same thing. Make sure the second one is now absolute, and move them outside the box. So I'm just gonna select this one and move it outside. I'll align them properly after I've set this to relative. Once you set this one to relative, it's automatically gonna put it in the box. And what you want to do is just put them again center aligned right on top of the third text. And I want to put this over here. Oh, actually, I've made a mistake. This titanium build was supposed to be the last text. So I'm just going to switch them real quickly. Yeah, so that's a mistake. Sorry about that. But this can happen when you are doing everything live. Right. So these guides can help me align everything perfectly and really quickly. This one was supposed to be absolute, and we can put it outside, and this one was actually supposed to be relative now because this was the third one. Right, so we have everything aligned now again, and make sure everything else is aligned center as well. This one is aligned to this. Make sure to align it to the actual the variant size itself. So everything is aligned just like that. Right, so we have everything ready. And finally, for the fourth variant, I'm just going to create the fourth one. I'm going to set this one to absolute and select text 1, text 2, text 3, move them outside. Ooh, I just saw some mistake over here. I'm going to fix that real quick. Yeah, and for this one as well. Yeah. And for the full text, I'm just gonna set it to relative, and I'm gonna center them again, just like that. Is it centered? Yep, this is centered, and there you go. Cool. Once the variants are ready, now it's time to basically add a animation, add an interaction. So what we're gonna do is go to variant 1, and I'm gonna drag the animation to variant 2 and set it to appear animation and add a delay of 1 second. Again, from the variant 2, I need to go to variant 3, appear 1 second. There you go. And from variant number 3, I want to go to variant 4. Make sure to select the variant, not the content itself. So make sure to select the variant. So oh, actually, I've made a mistake. Add it to variant 4, appear 1 second. There you go. And for the fourth one, make sure that there is no extra animation or interaction automatically added, because Framer does that. So try to remove that if it's already there. So and from the fourth one, we want to go back to the first one. And this is why we basically duplicated text 1. So again, for this one, I want to keep the delay as 0.5 second. Right, so once that's done, let's double check everything. So from variant 1, we are going to variant 2. From variant 2, we are going to variant 3. From variant 3, we are going to variant 4. From 4 to 1. There you go. And one thing we need to do is basically go into the transition. So if you check out the transition, every transition is going to be a Spring transition. So we need to change that for the first one. So for the first variant, we need it to be instant, that because we want to jump from fourth to the first one instantly, so that we don't see that weird animating to the first word again. But once we do that, it's going to mess up with the other variants, because this is the primary variant. So what you need to do is override the instant for the variant 2, 3, and 4 to Spring again. Go into this one, go to Spring, and go to Spring. Yeah. And one other thing that we need to do is make sure that the text that is outside the actual variant, this dotted variant, is hidden. So I'm just going to select all of these and set the opacity to 0. And for these ones as well, because these are outside the actual variants. And as I said, inside the variants, the text that we have inside the variants needs to be visible. So I'm just going to set those ones to 1. Now, let's preview and see how it works. Yeah, that's working perfectly. Now, because this is a component and it's completely customizable, it should automatically fit in there. Make sure that the width is set to fit content for this as well, and height to fit content as well. And now, because we added the content variable, so you can change the words from here if you want. But let's preview this. There you go. But as you can see that we are still seeing this weird thing that is appearing over the other text. This is a small fix. What we can do is go into the variant 1, and we set the overflow to visible just for the purpose of building this. Now we need to set it back to hidden, and it's automatically gonna set it for the other variants as well. So if we go back to home and see this, and now it's perfect. So that was it for today's video. Hope you have learned how to create this animated text effect in Framer. Please like the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to the channel if you like my content. The link of the source file of this video, this Framer project, is in the description of this video. Do check that out. Follow along if you want. And like always, Average Design Dude signing off. Peace out.